Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and I'm here with...
Lindenbeer.
And today we're gonna play the rest of, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This was the April Fool's Day prank that Sega released. Yeah, prank. It's a full 2-hour long game. So we're gonna do 2 more episodes on this. We're gonna play the rest of the game today, but we'll split it up into 2 episodes. I don't remember what my voice for Barry was.
I don't
Whoa,
know.
look at this place. Sounds about right. Amy, are you here? I've looked around. I don't see her. I can't do Tails' voice. I can do almost every other character. I can't do Tails. But then, Tails is always voiced by a woman
I
anyway.
think Amy's already down on her hand. It seems she's really excited. I can't do it either,
Yeah.
but you know.
Colleen has such a perfect Tails voice.
And since it's been Colleen forever, it's so amazing.
Yeah. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt?
Sonic hurt?
He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening?
Oh no!
I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, I know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. I love that face!
That face is so adorable!
Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true!
I'm pretty sure I've seen that face on the actual font.
You varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it.
I can see that.
Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what we were up to before the murder. Anything that you could help us establish an alibi and... Nope. God. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Barry, we need you to figure out what Knuckles is up to. Well, we're here. We're all part. Let's investigate for clues, then interrogate. Right, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, oh. Howdy, partners! Spittoon-free establishment. Coliseum Highway Zone. Huh, that's funny. The door's locked tight. We can't go any further. Wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When those doors were locked, how long were they locked for? I'll have to keep this in mind. Oh, the bowl of assorted nuts. Classic saloon snack. How is it still on the table after
Yeah, that's a good question.
Crunch. Kinda bland. Seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe they're just unsalted. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so we've got the trash can. So, oh, there's lipstick on one of the...
Oh no.
The robotic arms here are really quite helpful.
The arm.
What's the arm doing to my hair? You fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Barry, this is interesting. What is it? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are these? They're 3. Knuckles was really thirsty? Barry, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups added to inventory.
Not Knuckles color.
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. As they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Even though clearly I guess that could be just a bag
Yeah.
in the trash. Like, to keep the garbage in there.
Yeah.
Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omochao. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
What did you do, Omochao?
Breathtaking views. It's a giant chain.
Yeah.
Is that the chain? Oh my god. Is that the chain from Sonic, Sonic CD? The one that was holding up, or that was pulling, that was holding down the little planet? It looks like that. I don't know what this thing in the background is, though.
Who knows?
It looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. This train passes by some incredible sights. Just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though. I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group.
No, you won't. Don't try to.
Oh, that was great.
Gaming
The trashed.
Yeah.
Clearly, we won't be. Oh, Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball.
Clearly, we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do you think we broke it when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches. Who could have done that?
Knuckles got angry at the game and broke the game.
What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, let me know. Won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Barry, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Oh, I love this character. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it.
Barry the butler.
But I told you to leave me alone. Knuckles, Barry and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? Barry, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? It was either Rouge or
a video
the
game.
video game. This one? The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it?
Think.
Oh, and now I get to play the game.
Yes, now you get to play the game.
I love that our thinking is playing old. Oh, that's new.
Oh.
These are getting harder.
We're playing Barry's Dream
Ow.
Gear.
All right, I made it. I almost didn't make that one that time.
Oh no!
I have to be careful. The game's gonna get more difficult.
Yeah.
This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because the arcade cabinet is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that damages are punches?
Now look.
What are y'all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? Need a punching bag and none were available to me. Sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. What? How will you... Come on, Barry, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! Oh. More think.
More thing. You gotta think in how to distract Knuckles.
Right.
Oh my gosh. This is so ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus. This is
Yeah.
already...
Getting really difficult.
I mean, it's not difficult. It's much more complex than it was.
Yeah.
Doodle-doodle. The arcade machine is fixed. What? Don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Vector. Oh. Vector beat him by 1 point. Toast, apple, bread, ultimate, bagel, and candy. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. Tells us something massive. Look at the name on top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. Pictures beginning painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Ugh! He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Vector is a common name.
Vector is a common name.
I guess we don't know what common names are on Mobius, so...
Yeah, true.
Oh, jeez.
If we're going by, Earth standards, Victor is close.
Yeah, Victor, but that's still not a common
name. Oh, Knuckles. Knuckles.
Now, Barry, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? Be the used cups?
Yeah.
I guess?
And probably...
No! Thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. Well, you were supposed to be participating in a murder mystery game for Amy's birthday. You and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing an arcade. I wasn't... don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. So as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. He went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. Trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friends group has a lot of pride issues. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, that explains one of the used cups. What about the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too.
Of course.
Of course she was. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something and failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. You're not satisfied, will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, then Knuckles destroyed the machine. All makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Barry, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Oh, can I... Ultimate? This is Shadow? Maybe? All the other names have a food theme, but this one... Who here goes by You may not know, Barry, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form.
Shadow.
There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So, Shadow was here too? He taught us the game, was the first to get his name on the scoreboard, then Vector and I fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left.
Oh no, a key.
Shadow told me to lock the door, not open for anyone. Then he left. When Victor was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So, when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too.
Birthday key.
Yeah, that's right. The conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors, and what was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Yay!
Yay!
More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we can confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library's next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective, Tails, and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Barry. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Barry! Coming!
Oh my gosh, they had to play the video game and get upset with each other. Oh.
Why did Shadow know how to play Super Monkey Ball?
Who knows?
Oh, that's funny. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Oh, the hang in there, Chow.
Aww.
This looks like, we haven't been there yet, but this looks like the Professor Pickles office from Sonic Unleashed. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. This is you.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espy and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl.
She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. No, she's just sassy all the time.
This tape is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key.
Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing looking mighty suspicious, I say?
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives of the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dewdrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 dee dee dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you'd like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Barry and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all set off, Ruse, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy had told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. And she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly afterward. Oh, they're moving around on the...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
No, I barely noticed that. She came here shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. Yep, and then she went back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. How do you know that? I mean, he is a ninja.
And he entered the library.
Oh, and then he entered the library.
He had
okay.
to go through there.
Yeah, he had to go back through.
Yeah.
Then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up on Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles had locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. And that's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seemed Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you, yeah?
If you'd like to be serenaded with the poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys! Our alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. Tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely.
And what Rouge was looking at.
Yeah. Chaos Cola. Chaos Cola is an ad that started in Sonic Adventure 2 on the billboards in that game. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Oh my god. That's great.
Hanging in there.
A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. Next to a large text reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use its wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often most rewarding. I don't think that's what that means.
Oh my gosh, Tails.
This could be a reference to Phantasy Star, because there's a weapon in Phantasy Star that's a giant stick with a leaf on the end of it that you can attach a chow to. I don't know if that is what that's a reference to, but it looks like it could be.
And just making fun of all those ridiculous motivational posters.
That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way that much thought was put into this poster, right?
Right? Again.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, is that the... That looks like it's the player character from Sonic Forces.
Kind of.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there's Professor Pickle.
Yep.
When I said this looked like Professor Pickle's office, I think I might have had a... I think I might have been right there.
Okay, so
there's a bunch of books on the floor.
Then
there's this. That's the next door. Oh, there's a trash can.
Trash can.
We should check the trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Barry, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm all right. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. Trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Barry, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Alright, I think we've... Oh, there's a globe.
And you can click on the table back there.
Oh, and one book. And the table. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look at here. Okay, so let's go here. Ooh, brochures. There's travel destination ideas like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh. Is that a map to this room? There's a couple of maps here. Seems to be a map of the library car. Books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is out of your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, I'll leave it. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. So,
okay.
Oh wait, no. Let's look at this. Do we have to cross-reference this with the room?
Possibly.
Okay, so we've got, this is the rug.
That's a rug.
And there's the desk with the... There's the fireplace, the brochure, 2 tables.
Yep.
Okay, so there's 2 tables there. And I guess there's a table around the back corner.
There's a small table back there. And
behind something.
There. That's probably another small bookshelf.
Why would there be that's like a secret book nook. Okay.
Oh, there's like, it's like a half wall thing.
Yeah, it must be, or something.
That happens.
Alright. So we got these books here. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for those poor books. Spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything.
Yeah.
Alright, so Usually they say something about the door. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going to the saloon car. It's unlocked. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should make a note of it. I do believe we should. Shadow's lock. Okay, so that was important to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's unlocked because Amy left
Yeah.
just now.
Mm.
Let's take a pause and sit for a second. Chair's very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Barry, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Alright, what about the globe? The globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd like to visit some of the countries. So, in the current lore, they talked about this in Tales Tube, the Tales VTuber video series. The islands, in this case, are the locations where all the animals live. Like Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and all the animal people. They all live on what are collectively known as the islands. And the countries are the locations where the humans live. And for most of history, they were completely separate. So it's like the humans didn't know that the animal people existed, and the animal people didn't know that the human people existed, save for a few crossovers here and there throughout history. But for the most part, it's a fairly recent discovery that these two different species of creatures, humans and animals, are living on the same planet together. So that's what that's a reference to.
My brain's like, either this is a very tall train car that has a second level and a dome thing on top, it looks like, or otherwise it just has a very well painted ceiling.
Yeah, it's probably just a second story. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like,
It could be.
wow, that's massive.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. Conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting the shop, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area. Makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone has been everywhere, haven't they?
Yes.
Alright. Why this book? What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Evil ham?
Evil ham.
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong.
It's evil ham.
I was considering that this entire train was built by Eggman.
Yeah.
And that the entire thing is a trap.
True.
Wow, wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, just no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
Like, my whole thought process was like, they have lore cards that they all read separately from one another. Amy didn't write them beforehand.
Who wrote the lore cards?
So who wrote the lore cards?
I mean, they have more friends than just
Yes,
who is here.
But still.
That is another good question. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. It's like a kid in a candy shop. Or in this case, a genius in a train library.
Makes sense.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Oh.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vester and Espio to find... Vester and Expio? Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Also, we didn't talk to the robot hand. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either.
He's putting the books away. Aww.
Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Alright, let's talk to Espio first. Or
You mean
Vector.
Vector?
I meant Vector. I was looking at Espio and I clicked on Vector.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried bringing a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron. Not a butcher.
Ketchup stained apron.
That made sense.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
What if I had hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
That is ridiculous.
Can I take your order?
Oh, yes, please, I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would they show the menu to me?
Come on, Barry. Come on, Barry, why would you tease him like that?
Here, I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me.
Look, Barry, you made him a fool. Come on, Barry, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
gosh.
I smoothed things over, but at what cost? Oh, man. So, oh, wait. Oh, we could have talked to... I didn't realize that would start both of the interrogations.
She did talk to SPO also.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Barry and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SPO was really reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? You're prepared to be present. We're prepared to prevent the evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him, though. It seems Vector enjoys being a social.
Plus, we're instructed to mingle, so I remember the arcade machine and the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
Seems to line up with the information we've gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, SPO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and left. You said you immediately started reading, but you're actually reading the entire time you were in the library car.
Of course he was. Once SPO starts reading, it doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Must have been a good read. What was the book?
SPO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Barry, could you help me out? Alright, Barry. What book do we think SPO may have been reading? Well, I mean, the only book we've got
Is that one?
would be the manual.
Unless he was reading the 8-man book about recipes.
Yeah. Exhaustive manual of the Mirage Express many features and capabilities. Doesn't seem to mention how to drive the train, which would have been neat. I'm assuming the train is self-driving.
Yes.
A manual? You think SPO is reading instructions? What argument would you possibly have to support this?
Well, it was put back on the shelf in the wrong position. So if I do this correctly, I can get some of... Oh, ow. Oh, whoa, what is that?
Something new.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I've got enough...
Yeah.
I've got enough rings, I think. I think they thought that one was going to be a lot harder.
Yep.
I ended up crushing that one. Doodaloo. There are books scattered all around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. I'll accept this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Oh, that was Vector.
This lack of detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Oh wait, no, was
Yeah,
that
That was
Tails?
That was Tails.
Okay. Man, I thought it was
Yeah.
Tails, and then what he said after, whatever. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SPO.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. Well, also, he's like a hip-hop artist and a ninja, which
Yeah.
is what their actual jobs are.
Yeah.
And they are the detectives,
Yes.
which is really funny.
This is weird.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Barry, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on?
362.
Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. But I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought under the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO... It seems like SBO aced that question. Barry, hit him with another one. Okay, which page do I choose? 89? What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this roll must have been over 65. Last one, Barry. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3. Page 402? What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. Works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but I can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's like you were able to retain all this information so quickly. Poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that? We don't want to be supporting folks who... Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
I may have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO. Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Barry? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Barry, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading, but what? That'd be the library map. Not sure what you're trying to say with that. Don't waste my time. What, really? Not sure that's right. What evidence do we have that shows someone else should have seen SBO reading? The lock?
The lock, because it was Shadow.
Yeah. Shadow's... lock? Please, pray tell. What has this to do with anything? We're up, Barry. Let's get our argument together. Oh,
because with the map, we don't know for sure if that's what Rouge was looking at.
Or where he was at.
Or where he was at. Yeah.
Okay, I want to be over here. These are starting to get a little bit more complex.
Yep. They make sense.
Yeah. Oh, I should have gone the other way. I think I've got it anyway. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Ow. Well, either way, I've still got it.
You're done.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Do. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. So when Shadow left Knuckles and Vector the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at that point. We know Shadow had to walk through the library car when he left the saloon car. Well, not necessarily, because Shadow can teleport.
Yes, but we are going very just basic logic here. And I do love their light shot faces.
So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another in Shadow's return trip. Well, I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. If you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. Well, no one saw him because he can go invisible.
Yeah.
It's a mystery, my dear Barry. One that I would love for SBO to solve. You gotta believe me. The cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap my shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, Then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't seem this right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Oh, this is interesting.
Oh.
Let's join. I mean, I know that Espio can turn invisible and cling to walls. So he very easily could have turned invisible, climbed out whatever window, and then climbed in a window somewhere else.
And Shadow can teleport.
And Shadow can teleport. So either way,
something's up.
It's not entirely certain that they were in here at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails. He's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Barry, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
He's just more and more ridiculous.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Would it then be the map?
The map.
Oh, because if he was sitting here...
There.
Yeah. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order. Yeah, because it's entirely possible he was behind that little wall that we were contemplating about earlier. Oh, jeez. Wow, this is... If this is what this is at now, I can only imagine what this is going to be like later. Oh, can I not jump that far over? Okay, well I got it anyway.
Yay!
I'm not entirely sure how far, if I jump, I don't know how far I can move.
Yeah.
The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. So I can point out exactly where on the map you mean. Where Espio could have been for Shadow not to see him. Oh. Yeah, it's here. Interesting. That's where I was reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense. Why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio? There's just no way you could have seen him. Apologizing for losing my cool back there. Felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. I'm glad you all believe me now. Our alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for both answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Bear down, down, bear, bear. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give him heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murder is on the loose. Well, doors keep getting locked, tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Barry, let's see what's next. Coming. And then we go. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer?
Oh my gosh.
Mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues.
Tails.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Chow, that's great. Casino car. Is he a bouncer? That's great. Alright. Well, that's all the time we've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night. And we're going to finish up this game in the next episode. Bye-bye!